Alright, what's up, guys? So, WrestleMania has uploaded a video titled 10 WWE wrestlers injured by sheer negligence of negligence? Negligence. Why I feel like I'm not saying that word right. I feel like of wrestling companies. We just gonna go ahead. If it is, look, all right. It's certain words where it's like you don't be saying negligence just on just regular occasions. I need to say it more so it sounds natural. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to one of my, if not one, my favorite wrestling channel to watch. But yeah, WrestleMania. Go show them love. Go show them support. Let's get them to 2 million subscribers. But anyways. Let's go ahead and get into this video. That's when he got his nose broke.
Circle, it's also up to wrestling companies to ensure that the wrestlers are safe and the risk of injury or harm is as small as humanly possible. Over the years, top wrestling companies have missed the mark in terms of keeping wrestlers safe, and this has resulted in some rather severe injuries taking place. Join us now as
he broke his, or he got his neck broke.
Wrestlers were injured due to sheer negligence by a wrestling company. Be sure to subscribe and hit.
Can't remember how, but I remember it was something crazy. I think he like a tombstone gone wrong or something like that, or overall Apollo driver.
And a non-wrestling channel. Incredible.
Telling you, like, Undertaker got come out like in a Kobe jersey and stuff. No, because he's just recently on like a sneakers show. I think that was Stone Cold. Never mind. I got my wrestlers confused. I apologize. But no, I'm saying like Undertaker just got come out like in just like in a like just in overall like in a like a rap like to like some baggy pants, Kobe jersey. He over here wearing like just some high like I don't know what kind of shoes could he wear. It has to be like some Jordans or Nikes of some sorts. But anyways, yeah, get the bandana but wear like a hat over it and stuff. Yeah, it's just, instead of coming to like, what car can he? It has to be like a SUV with some like fat rims or something like a Yukon, but it has like 30, 40-inch rims on it for no reason. So, anyways.
The Undertaker in 2001. The sledgehammer is synonymous with the game Triple H, but what a strong portion of fans don't know up until 2001, specifically WrestleMania 17, is that Triple H used a fake sledgehammer.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
This was due to an accident during Triple H's match with The Undertaker. As Taker was about to perform the last ride on Triple H, the game used a sledgehammer as a weapon. However, this prop malfunctioned, resulting in the dead man receiving a brutal cut on the face. It's commonly believed that the sledgehammer had a pre-existing sharp edge on the wood, which should have been checked before the weapon was authorized to be used in the match. Whilst not a life-altering injury like some of the injuries on this list, this was an incident that should have been avoided. Number 9. Jake the Snake Roberts. Speaking of WWE props malfunctioning, this was the case during the build to WrestleMania 3. Jake the Snake Roberts
had like a snake actually bite somebody.
Embark on a feud with the Honky Tonk Man. The feud between the two would escalate on an episode of The Snake Pit where Roberts would be laid out by a guitar shop. WWE decided to use a real guitar instead of a prop one, meaning that Roberts
I remember hearing about that.
As a result, Roberts would later reveal that this was the beginning of his problems with addiction medication as he was in so much pain. There have been claims over the years that the real guitar was gimmicked in a way which would cushion the blow, but Roberts' long-term damage from the guitar shot are a clear indication that whatever WWE didn't work.
How did it cushion? It's a real guitar. Like,
partner at the time, who believed that Vince would...
I don't have an acoustic guitar. I have an electric guitar. If I were to get hit in the head with that, I'm most likely, I'm gonna have some sort of brain damage. Like, I feel like I'm already kind of, crazy upstairs, but like, nah, bro. Like, I've hit, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, when you just accidentally hit your head on something, that hurts. You get a full-blown real acoustic guitar across the head, bro. That's like, no, that's not gonna cushion nothing. That's just gonna make it worse. Like, that's crazy.
Guitar. Hence the way you couldn't even see it crack when it hit Jake Roberts' neck.
You see, if I'm like, for my non-wrestling fans, like for those wondering, like, wait, they don't use a real, so no, they use like, I can't remember what like the material that it's made out of, but it's like it's literally like the thinnest, most fragile like piece of wood that you can find and stuff. So they'll take that and it's supposed to like on impact explode, like it just shatters. It's like getting pretty much like, just think of like getting hit with like like some pieces of paper put together and things. But yeah, it's like it's not supposed to hurt. I don't know. I've never been hit with a fake guitar before. I'm curious. I would like to know one day. But yeah, it's just it's not gonna hurt like a real guitar and stuff. So
Number 8, AJ Styles. Well, WrestleMania sets are traditionally extravagant and grand, but the WrestleMania 38 set resulted in one of WWE's top stars, AJ Styles, receiving a serious gash on his face. As AJ Styles made his entrance for his match against Edge, AJ walked straight into the enormous star that WWE had placed on the entranceway. The cut was rather deep and it could have seriously impacted the match, as WWE have a strict no blood policy. According to SmackDown commentator Pat McAfee, due to AJ's injury, WWE producers had to inform talent that they needed to watch where they walked upon making their entrance. This is something that should have been worked out when designing and implementing the set, but clearly WWE believed that the star-shaped symbol wouldn't result in any issues.
That's crazy.
Triple H during his career has enjoyed a special entrance at WrestleMania. However, his entrance at WrestleMania 29 went badly wrong. As the game made his way down to the ring to take on Brock Lesnar, WWE would incorporate super cold carbon dioxide as part of the entrance, and the plan was for it to turn into ice when making contact with Triple H's skin. Whilst this idea sounded great on paper, upon execution it left one of WWE's most iconic stars with second-degree burns. Fans had no idea that Triple H was seriously hurt, and somehow the game managed to complete the planned match with Lesnar without a hitch. This was a huge mess on behalf of WWE, as it was brought into question on how on earth something of this magnitude could happen with what seemed to be a rather simple entrance.
That's
6,
crazy.
Kurt Angle.
I feel like I already know what this
represented Kurt Angle's first pay-per-view main event in WWE. Angle would take.
Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought this was gonna be that Shane McMahon one, but never mind.
A triple threat match, and the match was a clear sign that Angle was as tough as they come. One of the most notable spots in the match was to see Triple H perform a pedigree onto Angle through the announce table. However, there was just
he hit his head,
meaning that Angle's head landed awkwardly on the floor. Angle suffered a serious concussion, so much so that he had zero idea where he was.
Did like Stephanie McMahon guide him through the match too? I think it was her that was guiding him.
The announce table simply wasn't reinforced enough to withstand the weight of both Triple H and Angle. That's ultimately why this serious injury occurred. According to Angle, he had to literally be talked through every single spot in the match, as he was completely out of it. Thankfully, WWE have drastically altered their concussion protocol, therefore if this type of incident happened today, Angle would receive immediate medical attention, and it would have been ruled that he was unable to compete. Number 5, Shane McMahon.
It has to be that. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be because I feel like out of all of like the crazy injury stories when it comes to wrestling, Shane McMahon, it's up there. Like, I feel like, obviously there's a lot of different wrestlers. They probably could do a part 2 to this video because I just feel like there's so much more to talk on. But no, like I knew for a fact, like, he definitely was gonna be on this list. So if like for those that don't know too much about this match, obviously I'll allow WrestleMania to explain it, but yeah, man, it was crazy.
Event is known for being one of the most brutal matches.
I didn't get to see it live because I wasn't even watching wrestling then, but just hearing about it and stuff.
The 2000s, during the street fight encounter, Angle and Shane would perform a spot where Angle would suplex Shane through panels of glass.
Dang.
It should have been sugar glass, which is relatively safe and something that WWE have used numerous times before. The issue was that this wasn't sugar glass, this was real plexiglass. A member of the WWE production crew had somehow accidentally implemented the wrong type of glass for the match. Shane was seriously hurt following the incident and needed over 50 stitches. The brutality on display was so bad that Vince McMahon almost stopped the match so his own son could receive medical assistance. Yeah,
it's like anybody would be that's just so wild, man, that match. He took some hits, and that like whole part of that match was like going through that glass. That's just crazy, man.
Bulldog. The WCW run of the British Bulldog was an absolute disaster. Firstly, because WCW seemingly had no idea what to do with him, and secondly, because Bulldog suffered a career-altering injury due to no fault of his own. During the opening match at the Fall Brawl pay-per-view in 1998, Bulldog would team with Jim Neidhart against the Dancing Fools, and this was when Bulldog's injury would occur. Whilst taking bumps in the match, Bulldog landed twice on a trapdoor which had been set up underneath the ring canvas. The trapdoor was to enable the Warrior to make a special entrance during the main event. These bumps resulted in Bulldog developing a spinal infection that nearly paralyzed him. Bulldog was then forced to spend
Wow.
6 months in hospital, and whilst recovering, Bulldog received a FedEx informing him of his WCW release. This was one of the worst examples of company negligence, and WCW had no remorse whatsoever for the Bulldog's
That's
injuries.
crazy.
Number 3, Nikki Bella. The neck injuries are one of the most
Oh
serious
yeah, I
injuries
think
a
I
wrestler
remember
can suffer,
this.
and in 2016, Nikki Bella was forced to undergo surgery due to extensive damage on her neck. According to Nikki in her memoir, WWE were rather negligent in how they approached Nikki's injury. She revealed that WWE insisted that the MRI wouldn't show anything substantial, despite Nikki being in an immense pain. Nikki added, I asked for an MRI, but they told me that it wouldn't show anything. They had no answer when I explained that my legs were going numb and giving out on me in matches, that I could only lie down in bed for a few hours at a time. Finally, I had an MRI. It was in Austin, Texas, and I was backstage. A doctor came up to me to say, just so you know, we're not going to find anything. I would have given anything for that to be true. I was really frustrated because I felt if I were a male superstar, I'd be getting radically different treatment instead of
Yeah,
being
it's all like,
instructed
bruh,
just
let
to
me
sit
get
at
an
home and
MRI.
pray. Thankfully, Nikki listened to her own body and was able to get the surgery and subsequent treatment she badly needed. Number 2, The Undertaker.
And people crazy. I'm like, man, no. If you, my thing is this: if you say some stuff like, "Oh yeah, it's like my legs will go numb in matches, can't lay down for a long period of times," that's not normal. That ain't something that I deal with. All right, so it ain't like a day-to-day thing. Like, oh yeah, everybody deals with that. No, I'm telling you, like professional wrestling, it looks so dope on TV, but these guys be going through some stuff, man. Like that's crazy. I'm like, man, them doctors, I'm like, no, those guys need to be fired. I'm like, they're out here, somebody needs your assistance. They need your help. And you're all like, no, you're fine. Just put an ice pack on it. They're like freaking school nurses, bro.
2010. The legendary Undertaker is well established for being one of the most respected names in wrestling. Throughout his career, Undertaker would work through injuries and sicknesses as he was a conscience of WWE. I believe that he always needed to put on a performance for the fans. However, in 2010, the dead man suffered an injury which was down to sheer incompetence on behalf of WWE.
Like Elimination Chamber, I think.
Iconic pyro malfunction during his entrance at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. The Undertaker would suffer first and second degree burns, and his hat and coat were virtually destroyed. The burns were so painful that the Undertaker had to apply cold water whilst in the chamber pod, and it's believed that the individual responsible for Undertaker's pyro was fired with immediate effect.
Oh yeah.
According to the dead man, he had given a prior warning to the individual weeks prior as the pyro was seemingly getting too close to the Undertaker's body. And number 1.
Yeah, it's like you going, yeah, that guy, whoever that guy is, I'm all like, bro, don't, 4th of July, you stay indoors. Don't you even set off no fireworks. Because, no, so the reason why I remember that one stood out to me, too, because I think I had read somewhere that it was like the 2009, like, No Way Out, which was originally, like, Elimination Chambers, like, pay-per-view choosing and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, bruh, I was there for that pay-per-view. I do not remember that. Then it was like later on, I think it was somebody, whoever, or just either watching other videos where they was like, no, it was actually 2010 Elimination Chamber. Because I was like, yeah, I was at No Way Out in 2009. I do not remember seeing Undertaker get set on fire. I'm like, nah, bro, that's crazy. But yeah, that guy, whoever that guy was, he needed to be fired. It's like it told him, that's something that I didn't know. I didn't know that Undertaker had told him weeks before. I just always would see and hear about like, oh yeah, like top 10 crazy injuries, you know, outside the ring or whatever, and then that would be one of them. But yeah, it's like he told you weeks beforehand, and you still, like, all you just need to do is just raise the ones like on the side of him. That's it. Like, that's all you need to do. But you raise it right where he's standing at. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta go. Like, don't pack it. Just go. Just get out of here. Just get out of here, man.
Most of the allegations of WWE being negligent towards CM Punk can be found in court documents. That's how serious the claims of negligence were.
It was a right back match.
When Punk left WWE in 2014, he would take part in a tell-all interview with Colt Cabana. And in this now infamous interview, Punk would completely rip WWE to shreds. Punk would reveal that he was always working hurt, and that WWE never gave him any substantial time off to heal. In fact, in 2013, WWE would even book CM Punk in a TLC match against Ryback just as he was recovering from a torn meniscus. But the main act of negligence on behalf of WWE was at the 2014 Royal Rumble, which happened to be Punk's final ever WWE match. Punk went into the match with a serious staph infection, which was misdiagnosed by WWE doctor Chris Amann as a fatty deposit. This infection was later examined by an external doctor following Punk's WWE exit, and this was when the doctor revealed that it was so substantial that Punk could have died. Additionally, during the 2014 Royal Rumble, Punk suffered a concussion early on in the match. This was seemingly ignored by WWE medical staff, and Punk would proceed to be chokeslammed through the announce table by Kane. Punk's claims eventually led to a defamation lawsuit between Punk and the WWE doctor, with the man being unsuccessful in his claims of defamation. But there you have it,
That's
folks.
crazy.
WWE wrestlers
I know all that.
due to sheer negligence by a wrestling company. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
It's like people, they don't be liking CM Punk no more, man. It's like even in AEW, it's like you hear like people, I swear, man, CM Punk, he's just one of those guys where it's like, hey bro, what you got going on? So, cause yeah, it was like, wasn't it just not too long ago, AEW fans was like FCM Punk or something, like they were saying something crazy about CM Punk, and I'm like, dang man, he can't catch no breaks. But I mean, hey, you know, that's the wrestling business for you and stuff. So, but anyways, no, that was a good video. Shout out to WrestleMania. If you guys haven't, make sure y'all go follow or subscribe to them. Yes, and follow them on social media. Show love, show support. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.